Yeah, no, it's curious. Because I've sort of seen this kind of phenomenon a long time, like could be donkey's years, and then they get married, and then soon after they get divorced, and you're like, wait, what happened there? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's mad. It's like, does like does like marriage kind of turn some kind of switch or something? Like, what's your kind of assessment of that? Because it's curious for me.
You know what? The way I saw it was being at the pinnacle. And I'm
Yeah,
talking about the pinnacle in a sense to project to people that, oh, look at us, we're great. It's more about what you had with the person. And
mm.
it's more about saying to that person, this is my commitment to you. I
Yeah,
take I took I took my proposal very seriously, you know.
mm.
It weren't something that I was joking about. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it took me 8 months to really pluck up the courage,
yeah,
and it was at a point where I felt it was right. It felt right. It felt
yeah,
I felt ready. I personally saw it as being this is an achievement for us in terms of what we are.
yeah,
And why don't we cultivate this? Why don't we go on? I probably got a really romantic view of it, and people might look,
yeah.
oh, like this it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
You know what? I have my dreams, man. Like, do
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
I have
yeah,
my
yeah,
dreams. You know, so, and yeah, I still believe in that. I still believe
yeah,
in having that type of dedication. And that dedication doesn't mean it doesn't come with pitfalls. Of course it does. Of
yeah,
course
yeah. The challenges, of course. Yeah,
course,
yeah,
with
yeah,
challenges. Of course, comes with times. There's sometimes times where you just don't feel like you just want to be in it no more. But I'm the type of person where I just like to know that if I do walk away from something, I want to know that I'm definitely tried my best. You know,
yeah,
and I feel to persevere. Like marriage is supposed to be sacred. Marriage is supposed to be very something that you are bound
yeah,
to
yeah, 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 yeah,
grow with the person. Of
yeah,
course, like I've got friends I've outgrown. So like to be honest, you are gonna have times where you're like thinking about where you are in your relationship, where how it's going, where you feel it can go, whether it's stagnated or not.
yeah,
But the one thing I would always encourage is to look within yourself, understand where you are, understand how you can kind of manage the situation and grow. Because
yeah,
honestly, for me, that's just the cycle, man. That's just the
yeah,
cycle of everything. Just look at it. What is it we are we looking at, and how are we going to deal with this?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. I just find that I find that whole thing. Yeah, like I said before, I found it really curious because it's like does some kind of switch come on that says, "Oh, wait, I'm in a relationship. This is final."
Yeah, it
You
can
know,
be.
it's like some kind of flick switches because I've seen this. It's not just your scenario, and obviously I was at your wedding,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I've actually still even got your your thank you
yeah,
card.
yeah.
I still display it despite the fact you're divorced. It don't matter because it was
Yeah,
to me it was a special day.
it
Do you know what
was.
I mean? And well, it was my birthday as well, so I can't forget it anyway. So but it's just it's mad because yeah, I've seen this before, like I said, where they're together many years, and then they take that final step, and it's like they realize suddenly it's final.
Yeah, for some people, for some people, it's intimidating.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
intimidating. I remember like speaking with my ex partner, after the wedding, and
yeah,
I noticed certain traits in her where she wasn't herself, and I remember saying to her like, "This is a magical moment for us. Like
yeah,
we have come so far in our relationship, and that doesn't mean we're perfect, but we it's all right to kind of like sit there and acknowledge where you've come sometimes.
yeah,
Give
yeah,
yourself a drink, give yourself a brandy, give yourself a glass of wine, and say, you know what, I've come really far. And
yeah,
that for me was a moment where we should have been doing that. I think for some people it's intimidating. It sounds very final. I've spoken with a lot of female friends who have been married and have gotten married, sorry, and they've often spoken about identity change leading up to the wedding. And I've often, obviously, I'm going to give it my male perspective, and I'm going to
yeah,
sit there and say,
yes,
well, this proposal your soon-to-be husband is giving you is something that you should cherish. This is something that he's showing you dedication. He's showing you that he wants to spend the rest of his life with you and be committed to you. That is a very special thing in my world. It's massive. So I think it can be intimidating for some people. Some people just find the whole concept and the finality, as you say, the final action of it, as if it's, oh, well, that's me done. No, it's not you done. It's not you done at all. Yeah. I remember often speaking about this to my ex-partner, saying, I don't want you to change into my wife because you're my wife, and I want you to be you, and I want you to continue to grow as an individual. Of course, like for me to control someone like that is not what your goal should be. Your goal should be to cultivate and encourage. That's the goal. But yeah, it's, some people find it intimidating. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.